I recorded a bunch of videos, but I ended up deleting the most part because I need the room and kind of could have just did it all in one video anyway. So here's this. There's word going around that Dr. Phil or Discovery or certain news stations may be inquiring on if they can use some of my clips on my channel. Mainly to talk about my discoveries, my inventions, and so forth. So I don't mind at all. Feel free, actually. Hey, it's always, if it's positive, I don't mind at all, I would like them to show the Twinkle Fairy video. It's just, like my wife said, I'm in a transition period in my life. Not that I'm ashamed of anything, it's just it's a lot for me to take in. But I'm doing okay for the most part. I'm slowly kind of getting the hang of it. And there's a reason I was glad that I wasn't treated as a royal. Or check on YouTube. There's so many gossips or fake videos out there about the royal family, right? Like I could name a few that I've seen, but it's not important. It's just looking at how people are all talking in England about the royal family and creating stories that Prince Charles and Camilla are divorced, or Princess Kate is now Queen of England, or Princess Anne is now Queen of England, or there's so many stories that contradict each other, right? So it's like, nah, I didn't lose out much. I don't mind people talking about me, but talk about me for the right reason, right? You know, I don't create stories that aren't real. So it's like, us in Canada, we're seeing this, and even GTF2 said it over the phone, like, what are Canadians supposed to think? Their rightful royal king is not even in power. They're doing an exchange of seating right now. Now all of a sudden Princess Kate is now queen, or Princess Anne is now queen. Or what about the real royal English king that keeps getting denied? GTF2 is just saying, well, we're sorry. That's just is what it is. Are you sure you want to be part of that? Basically, I'm fine as is. At least when people talk about me, they talk to me about me in good. That's where I'm happy. At least usually it's good. Yes? On attaque. Okay. Merci. Yeah, Amy mentioned. She mentioned there's so much money in an account for me, it's okay. All in due time. I didn't want Justin Trudeau to think that I was ashamed of being a Trudeau, not at all. It's just, it's just a cultural change for me. I'm always used to being, as one thing is right, is a little bit of a cultural change for me. Not that it's that different. It's just it's all of a sudden, But the way I see it, yeah, I just see my family just growing bigger, and I'm making more friends out of it. For the most part. Just the royal side of my family doesn't seem to want me to be included. Well, I don't need that part of the family either, I guess. Which is a real shame because I kind of wanted to meet some of them, no matter what. But I guess I can work it out on my own. So the meeting with my social workers went well today. It went relatively quick, actually. It went well. Went better than I expected. I told them to keep watch more of the news because I'm being talked on the news and stuff, and try to keep up with news or watch TV a little more or something. I don't know. I know CBC has mentioned a few things. I'm not sure what other stations, but so there may be some talk about a Dr. Phil episode, stuff like that. I'm not sure. I don't want to promise you anything, but for sure, I don't mind. I don't mind being displayed on TV. Actually, I would be honored. I would be honored for the right reasons. I would be honored to be put on TV. If I can't make it in person, I'm sorry. But at this time I'm a little busy, but I wouldn't mind. And I really wish that the whole world would get along and everybody, could help each other out and nobody would be left out. But fortunately, the world is as is, and there's borders and people fighting, and I don't know. I was kind of hoping my inventions would bring the world closer. And in town, it looks like it's happening. A lot of people seem to... I've been getting a lot of positive reviews from people in town. I went to the bar the other day. People were celebrating in the bar, celebrating my invention and the birth of Christine. They were celebrating the fact that Canada had a dinosaur at the bar. The bar was full of people. And normally that bar is... It depends on when you go, what time of day, right? Not a lot of money around town, right? So who has the money to go to a bar? More the old-timers. Nothing wrong there. It's more the old-timers who have the leisure to go onto the bar, right? They like to play slot machines and play pool and stuff. And nothing wrong there. It's their money, right? But that day, everyone was celebrating at the bar. I met a couple other people as well on the street or in the store. A nice older couple. An older lady was holding her husband's arm. She was having a hard time standing up, and she talked good about what she heard about my invention. She said, mon jeune homme, j'espère que ton halo fonctionne bien parce que j'ai envie de rajeunir puis guérir. J'ai de la misère à marcher, j'espère pouvoir marcher comme du monde. And just roughly translated, she just hopes my machine works so she can heal and walk properly, and she was holding her husband. And when you hear stuff like that, it's... just hope you can actually do it. You know what I mean? You hope yourself. You end up hoping yourself. Boy, I hope I'm right. You know. And I saw that Trump wants to raise more tariffs on cars from Canada and stuff like that. There was a talk with Mark Carney apparently. Oh, god dang. Not this again. You know, if you check the stock market, if you check everything, the price of gold went up, and all the stocks in U.S. companies went down. But especially pharmaceutical companies, they all went bankrupt because income was on the market. They don't know about Encore. It's Donald Trump's version of my company, right? You know, company theft and all. You know, but the team basically said, you know, just let it be and laugh at it. You know, take it as a compliment. They said, no, what can you do? You know, who's a better? It's kind of like Bell and Rogers. Who will be the better provider in the two, right? Not to trash talk Rogers, but Bell is simply the better company, right? As far as products, not to trash talk Rogers, they offer services that are affordable, but who has the better advantage is Bell, right? It's kind of like the same. Incam has a top, and Encore will deal with what they can, I guess. So, you know, the team is right. I should just take some things as a compliment deep down. Means I had the right idea, at least. You know. So as far as videos taken on my channel to be put on TV, I don't mind at all. I give, you know, freedom of that. I have nothing to hide. And if you want to put me on TV for some reason, it must be a good reason. Right? So I have nothing absolutely to hide. So be my guest, you know. I won't even get mad. And actually, I would hope that you do. You know.